Stephen A. Smith, and welcome to the 2016 third presidential debate. We have Mr. Trump here tonight because Miss Clinton, after seeing the last polls, has decided to take a vacation in Panama City. We have strategically placed some celebrities in the audience to ask the questions they want to know about for Mr. Trump. I'm very excited to be your host tonight. Now we'll turn it over to the man, the Donald himself. Thank you. Thank you. I'd just like to start out by saying Hillary Clinton did not have the stamina to show up tonight. It's really a really sad thing that she can't show up to represent her political party. I guess it's sad. It really is. And listen. It's tonight a one-man debate. Notice the key word there. All right, thank you. I'm going to turn it over to our first audience member. Love you all. Mwah. Hi, I'm John Gruden, the host of Monday Night Football and former coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Oakland Raiders, man. I'll tell you what, so I'd like to ask a question about the Green Bay Packers. I mean, the Russian hackers, man. These guys are crazy. They're just hacking us all over the place. So I'd like to know, Mr. Trump, what do you think you can do to stop these hackers? Well, that's a marvelous question, Coach Gruden. Thank you. Okay, so I'd like to start by saying that I have a 10-year-old son. His name is Barron Trump. He's marvelous with computers, stupendous, and he is going to help me. And he's really a tremendous help. He knows everything there is to know about computers. My 10-year-old little son. Now listen. I don't even know if they're Russian hackers. The Russians had nothing to do with this, as my good friend, arch nemesis Vladimir Putin asked me to say at the debate tonight. The Russians had nothing to do with this. It's probably some fat 40-year-old man sitting in his mom's basement and being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hack the government. All right, thank you. I rest my case. Good night. Wrong. All right, now for the next question. We're gonna ask Mr. Peter Griffin of Quahog, Rhode Island. You're up.
Oh yeah, Peter Griffin of Quahog, right? Yeah. Go Patriots!
Hi, I'm Peter Griffin of Quahog, Rhode Island. I'd really like to ask you a question that I think may be the most important question you have ever been asked in your life. What do you think about the new Star Trek movie? Do you think it sizes up to the other ones? Follow-up question, Captain Kirk or Captain Picard? I know it's tough, but you gotta answer.
All right, thank you for that question, Mr. Griffin. You are the epitome of stupidity. All right, so I would like to elaborate first on what is really important here. ISIS. ISIS is the problem. They're cutting people's heads off and drowning people in steel boxes. Can we deal with that? Now, to answer your question, Mr. Griffin, listen, Star Trek was good, didn't follow up as much, but listen, it still sized up to the old ones. And to get to Captain Kirk or Picard, really, I used to be a Sulu man. I really did, until I realized that there were plenty of Americans who could have taken that job on the Starship Enterprise. And he comes over from China and starts taking our jobs. That's not okay, Captain Sulu. We don't want you here, okay? Goodbye. And all right, one last thing. So I have switched, as I never do, switched my vote to Spock. Very eloquent man. Thank you for your question. All right, now we're going to go to Al from Al's Toy Barn. I'm sorry, correction, Kinbone from Missouri.
Well, great to be here. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I'd like to ask what you'd like to do about energy resources and finding a good energy source while minimalizing job cuts for fossil fuel workers. Thank you.
All right, excellent question. I really do. I think that's a great question. Now listen, Mr. Bone, is that your name? I really do care about your job as a Guess Who card. It's very important. You go all over America and you play Guess Who with little children. It's very important. And also, I respect your chicken dancing thing you have going on at Al's Toy Barn. It's a great thing for America, great thing for the economy. Thank you. Energy resources, I know nothing about. Next question, please. Bye. Hi. Hi, it's me again, Stephen A. Smith. Now I'm ready and tremendously excited to introduce our next question speaker. It is Peyton Manning, the legend, the myth, the man, the immortal man, the Denver Broncos former quarterback, freshly retired, legend, Hall of Famer for sure, Peyton Manning.
All right. Thanks, Stephen. I really appreciate that fantastic introduction. I'd like to ask Donald, what you're going to do for us retired folks when we're nearing old age and Social Security and all that stuff. Thank you.
Well, I gotta say, Peyton, I really respect your time with the New England Patriots, and what you did there was fantastic. Alright, so to get to your question, I cannot help you with Social Security and retirement funds. However, I'm going to help you with one thing: tax loopholes. I'm tremendous at finding loopholes for tax. And all retired athletes do it. You just file for bankruptcy. Allen Iverson did it. Christian Laettner just did it. By the way, great guy. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves him, including me. Alright, so tax loopholes. That's really the key. Just claim you lost $1 billion and you'll be fine, Peyton. You'll be well set off for the rest of your life. By the way, love the nationwide commercials. Keep doing what you're doing. Love you. Me again, Stephen A. Smith of First Take. Watch it on ESPN. Fantastic show. Now I'm here to introduce the voice of God himself, the legendary actor who is never seen without Ashley Judd, Morgan Freeman.
Well, hi. Thanks for having me here. I'd like to ask a question about what you're going to do, Mr. Trump, to improve our current economic struggles. 1.
Okay. Well, Mr. Morgan, I love your work. I really do. I especially love the movie. I'm drawing a bit of a blank here. To be honest, I've never seen one of your movies. But to talk about your question, so you asked about the economy. Blacks are getting shot everywhere. You walk down the street, you get shot. There's inner city violence in Chicago, Baltimore, and you just walk down the street and you wind up getting shot. And it's really not fair. But listen, some people will say I'm a racist bigot. It's not true. It's not true. Because, listen, blacks love me. Look at my one African American supporter over there in the corner. Looks very lonely. However, listen, I'm great friends with many African Americans. And listen, Bill Cosby is one of them. Great man. And listen, Bill Cosby and I have so much in common. Like, it's incredible. Bill Cosby and I, whenever we hang out, we're just like, we have so much in common. Like, why are we not better friends? Because listen, even our respect for women, same level. It's the same level, really. And it's quite stupendous. So, I love you. I love the blacks. Thank you. Alright, I would like to thank all of you for watching. If you're still tuned into this debate, even though it was awful, like, I don't understand this. Never mind. But listen, I would like to close by saying thank you to all our celebrity guests in the audience.
Yeah, we love you, Stephen! Yeah!
Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Now we're gonna give Donald Trump 30 seconds closing argument right here. Huge. ISIS is cutting people's heads up. There's inner city violence. You walk down the street, you get shot. Crooked Hillary, emails. You should be in jail. Now listen, Bill Clinton is a pig, and ISIS it's really, everything is either ISIS's fault. And now I'm gonna use my favorite word, disaster. Obamacare, disaster. War in Iraq, disaster. NAFTA, disaster. Bill Clinton, disaster. Hillary Clinton's emails, disaster. Benghazi, disaster. ISIS, disaster. Aleppo, disaster. And what's some other catch? I'm gonna build a wall, and you know what? I'm standing by this. The Mexicans are gonna pay for it. Thank you. This has been the Donald Trump. The Donald has scored, as Billy Bush says. Hello, it's your favorite American, the Donald. He's back with a small loan of $1 million. All right, now listen. They don't know that I have this camera and that I'm recording and it's live on television right now. I'd just like to say a couple things. Hillary Clinton, I know she wasn't there, but she rigged the debate. She did. She rigged it from her home. And listen, I'd like to address the issue that all of you would like to hear about. I'd like to formally apologize. That took a lot of effort for what I said in the tapes, but listen, it's just locker room banter, nothing more. You go to any locker room and they're all talking about sexual assault. It's a normal topic. Listen. It's really, when you consider that ISIS is cutting people's heads off and is drowning them in steel boxes and cages, it's acceptable. Like, honestly, these tapes would have never happened if Obamacare was not around in 2005 when Hillary Clinton was fighting ISIS. It was like her 25th year fighting ISIS, Obama's 50th year in office. He created Obamacare, and that's the reason I said those things. I just admitted to sexual assault. It's not that bad. Thank you. Goodbye.